I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Science Fiction Divide. I'm still your host, Larry, and today I'm going to be bringing up my co-host, EG, once again so that we can talk about some aspect of what makes science fiction important. So without further ado, I'd like to bring out my co-host, EG.
What the hell are you doing here? I thought you were playing hockey at one.
Look, I'm a host of the show. Will you just get out here?
If I had known you were here, I'd have come even later.
I'm just glad you showed up at all. Look, today I just wanted to ask you an important question.
Who'd win in a wrestling match, Lemmy or God?
That's a trick question. Duh, Lemmy is God. No, I wanted to ask you about what makes science fiction sciencey. You know, the smart stuff.
In that case, I challenge you to a battle of wits.
Well, it wasn't a challenge, but okay. I just want to talk to you about the sciencey of science fiction, technobabble.
English, do you speak it?
You know, the techno-speak that you hear in lots of science fiction that makes it sound smart, and in some cases it is.
Sum of the square roots of any two sides of an isosceles triangle is equal to the square root of the remaining side.
Yeah, like that. See, now you sound smart. I can appreciate that.
You're an idiot.
That wasn't very nice. I graduated summa cum laude and have a degree in social sciences. What do you have?
It's a blank piece of paper, but it is notarized and it's legal size.
It's impressive.
Most impressive.
Walked right into that. So, do you think science fiction uses technobabble to sound smart, or do you think that by its very nature it makes science fiction smart? I mean, take Dr. McCoy. You know, back in the 60s, I'm sure what he was saying sounded smart at the time, but when I go back and watch those episodes now, it almost hurts to listen to him speak at times.
You are talking about the nonsensical ravings of a lunatic mind.
I mean, I can understand. I mean, did I just agree with you?
What have we got here? A comedian, private joker. I admire your honesty. Hell, I like you. You can come over to my house and
I mean,
my sister.
I assure you that won't happen again, but if we say fast forward to the new Star Trek movies, it kind of sort of sounds like they're using science at times. I mean, like here.
The magnetic distortion from the planet's rings will make us invisible to neurosensors.
Fascinating.
And here.
This fuel container's been removed from the torpedo and retrofitted to hide this cryotube.
Extremely interesting.
I'm just wondering if that means that science fiction technobabble is only as good as the scriptwriter or the access to science knowledge of the times. I mean, take you for example. When I created you, I made you from basically a battery on legs, but if I try hard enough, we could say you're a track-wheeled mobile capacitor positronic infinite display unit, or TMWCIP-DO. Now you sound smart.
I prefer the term artificial person myself.
Well, it's still very technical. You can't beat that.
I got that beat. I got that beat.
Oh, how so?
Restored these weapons in accordance with her will.
Who? What? Who did?
Sarah Connor.
Stored what?
Phased plasma rifle in a 40-watt range.
Yeah, should have guessed.
Do you know why the number 200 is so vitally descriptive to both you and me? What? It's your weight and my IQ.
God, just if you could just put the big gun away, I appreciate it. Thanks. So what's another technical sounding weapon?
A prototype weapon called a railgun.
How about a lightsaber?
An elegant weapon for a more civilized age.
True. So how about this? I'm going to name a weapon and then you name one. How about the phasers from Star Trek?
Independently targeting particle beam phalanx.
How about that handgun from Men in Black?
Series 4 deatomizer.
How about the proton packs from Ghostbusters?
Unlicensed nuclear accelerator.
How about we name a piece of science fiction technology?
The flux capacitor, which is what makes time travel possible.
Lightspeed travel?
No, light speed is too slow.
What? Lightspeed's too slow?
Yes, we're gonna have to go right to ludicrous speed.
Well, it is the best way to go to Plaid, and it's certainly better than 0.5 warp.
0.5 warp, God help, nobody's ever traveled at that speed before.
Okay, alternate dimensions.
The Phantom Zone and eternal living death.
Gods.
The Kwisatz Haderach.
Ultimate forms of intelligence.
Lisa called Jar Jar Binks. Excuse me.
So, in conclusion, is science fiction smart because it sounds that way, or because it sounds smart, it makes it sound like science fiction?
It is a mass of plasma energy, contained within discrete boundaries by an outer covering of silicates, actinides, and carbonaceous chondrites.
See, that sounds smart and sciencey, and I have no idea what any of that means. So I suspect we'll never hear anything like that from, say, a comedy.
Aaron Mitchell. I graduated first in my class from Princeton. I have an IQ of 187. And it's been suggested that Stephen Hawking stole his brief history of time from my 4th grade paper.
Is that from Legally Blonde?
Yes.
Kind of ashamed that I know that. So, having said that, I'd like to once again thank my co-host EG for helping me out. EG. Bye.
You are so mercifully free of the ravages of intelligence.
And there you have it. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. Once again, I hope you got something out of it. I sure know I did. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.